All right, Sixers 4 o'clock today, right here on 97.3 ESPN. My man Tom McGinnis with the call. Oh, yeah. It's coming up at 4 o'clock. How was that one? All right.
In the face.
That wasn't as good. Let's bring Chris Hick in. Maybe he'll give me a good grade on my Tom McGinnis. He's on the Boardwalk Honda hotline. Chris, what's up, man?
Hey, guys. How are you?
Everything is well.
Tom McGinnis. You know what? It's nice to hear his voice again.
Sure is.
But so any impersonation of Tom McGinnis is okay by me.
Now, if I do it, I can't be asked to do it. I just have to, impromptu do it in, when I feel like it. I can't. Someone can't be like, do a McGinnis. I can't. But if I do it when I'm not, asked to, I'm pretty close sometimes. But, yes, it's nice to hear him. 4 o'clock right here on 97.3 ESPN. So I'm driving, listening to McGinnis in the car the other night, and he's talking about the fans. What's the guy's name? The white-haired gentleman that sits right next to Brett Brown all the time.
Oh, our super fan.
That's right.
Number 76.
Yes,
Alan
correct.
Horowitz.
There you go. So McGinnis referenced him and that he's sitting there with his socks on, basically. So all these virtual fans, how is that working? Because I've seen all these people talking about how I can get on there. What do you do? And are they, really getting filmed as they're watching the game like that?
You know, it's funny. It sounds great in theory. But it is really tricky and hard to do because they're watching the game on their little computer screen as opposed to a big TV, and you can't just put the TV on because it's about a 6-second delay.
Oh,
so all of a sudden you see people disappear and their seats are empty. It's because they turn their camera off and they want to watch it on TV. so it's been one of those things. But I saw Alan the other day, and I'm like, I hope he didn't break his foot, because it looked like he had a big cast, but it was just a large sock over his foot.
Oh, okay.
So, yeah, he's in good shape.
So how does someone get one of these seats? That's another question I've been getting a lot. Do I know how anybody can get these seats?
Yeah, we have season ticket members that are tied into rotating for all of the games that we're playing. So that's how you get it. You can buy season tickets and you can get on screen.
So if you had season tickets for the 1920 season, those are the people that we're seeing in those virtual seats right now?
That's right. These are all season ticket members and fans.
So what are some of the things that you guys tried to do to kind of create that home court advantage? As Tobias said the other night, we got a little nervous, but then we were at home, and we knew we'd pull it out. So what are some of the things that the guys down there are feeling to make it feel like home?
I do think it matters, number one. I mean, as crazy as that sounds, I think it matters. So all the big video boards and the graphics, the home team gets to put their own images up. And I think that, it resonates, certainly with the confidence with our guys going into that game at 29-2 as a home record. And now we're 30-2, and we play our music. We have our PA announcer, Matt Cord. We do our intros. And we have our fans that are on the video board. So I think it's not the same for sure, but it does help a little bit.
So you actually have I haven't not noticed that Matt Cord is that just for the intros, or is he not doing the baskets, is he?
We have Matt. There's periodically the Matt is on there. So
gotcha.
When it's when we know what the outcome will be. So intros is an easy one. When we know what the outcome is, then he will his voice will be heard over there.
I do hear the old 10-9-8-76ers for the win. We hope we get another couple of those throughout this summer here. Now, are you in the bubble?
I am not. I am waiting to the playoffs to go down there. So I've been hopeful that we make a real run. We had a little bit of a rocky start, and we did. Good news is we have 6 more games to kind of get our sea legs under us and get it right before the playoffs start. But we got Elton Brand down there. The entire run, he's been in the bubble, and and we communicate every single day.
So I was going to say, like, so you're not there, but what's some of the intel? Like, I know a lot of some of the players were, not sure what to expect, but it seems that that has kind of subsided. I mean, it seems that they've done a great job in making the guys feel really comfortable.
Yeah, for sure. I think that is it's not a viable complaint, to be honest with you, for the entire world to be upside down. And these guys, yeah, it's an inconvenience to some extent, but there's a lot of, this is like adult summer camp, and easier for me to say because I'm standing outside my house. But I do think that the NBA has done a tremendous job.
And no positive test again today for the NBA. The play, as you like you said, it got off to a rocky start. The game against Indiana, the team looked like a well-oiled machine in the scrimmage games, and then all of a sudden it was like, what happened here? It looked like in the scrimmages that they were ahead of everybody else.
Yeah, live action and T.J. McConnell and another guy named T.J. had something to do with that.
Yeah, right.
But, like I said, I think that this is a chance for us to start a new lineup, start a new rotations. It's frustrating because we want to win. And, when we see these, fourth quarters where we don't play great defense, the good news is, we have something to get the mindset right. We have those 2 weeks to get it right. And, even after our last game, great winning shot by Shake, but it was an upsetting kind of win if there is one. So no one was really that happy after the game.
Yeah, I know Brett said about the defense, it stinks. And he's been right. 130 and 127 they've given up. And they'll play the Wizards coming up here, a team that, for all intents and purposes, who even knows if they're wanted to be in this bubble. So this should be a game today that hopefully the guys bounce back and look good. And Chris Heck is with us, the president of the 76ers. So this is unprecedented. What were some of the things that you guys did during this time off as the 76ers? I mean, were you able to get stuff accomplished, get things done? I mean, did you come up with new ideas? What was some of the things that happened during the pause, if you will?
Yeah, so, I mean, I would say that we have done 4 times the amount of work. And so that 4 times the amount of work, it means, we've been reinventing how we interact with our fans. And, so one thing that we decided to do was, well, let's send a care package to all of our fans or our season ticket holders and our sponsors and give them T-shirts and fan prompts and things to kind of get them excited again. And how do we create new social media and new content to interact with all of our fans? All that stuff is we've doubled, tripled, and quadrupled down the amount of effort to try to get this right, and we're all doing it remotely. And then the other thing is, every week has been a little bit different. So we're learning and evolving like the rest of the world, and we're trying to take it on head first. And, it's so nice to have basketball back and to be able to watch TV with games. We're knocking on the door of playoffs in almost less than 2 weeks. So it's pretty crazy.
Sure is, and we've been hearing a lot this year about how this, the team is built for the playoffs. The team was built for the playoffs. We've got 2 weeks before we find out if that's true or not. Season ticket member playoff packages with Summer of 76 swag. What's going on with that? How could the season tickets, is that something that they can, be a part of this year?
Yeah, we're selling for next year. We are very active on getting everybody ready to go. Of course, no one knows how this is going to play out, but we're playing this thing where we start up in December, we play a full season, and that's how we're preparing for it. And if it takes a turn, we'll take a turn with it. So we're hoping on good things, and we're selling right now. You can go to Sixers.com. And start talking to a rep because we're hitting the phones and business is open.
I was going to ask you, Chris, and you just kind of alluded to it, but is there thought of next year yet of having people back in the Wells Fargo Center, or is a bubble another possibility at least to start the year?
Yeah, I'm. You know what? I'm optimistic that we will be starting in front of our fans at the center, and I think that the amount of precautions, the amount of progress we're getting with therapeutics, and hopefully a vaccine soon, that it changes. So we're preparing for the world to change and get better. And and we're taking all precautions, and we're thinking that's why it's so hard, because we don't know how it'll take, what route it'll take us. But that's why we have to go 5 different scenarios or 4 different scenarios, and our fans and they have to do the same thing. So that's tricky and hard, but we're on it together, and we'll get to the end goal together for sure.
We hope so. All right, 4 o'clock today, right here on 97.3. Friday night, 6:30, we have the game. Sunday at 6:30, and then next week, 4:30, 6:30, 4:30, and then, of course, the playoffs will begin. We'll have them all right here on 97.3 ESPN. The president of the Sixers is Chris Heck. He has been our guest here, and we have Sixers basketball coming up in 1 hour and 15 minutes. And, Chris, we appreciate the time as always, pal.
Hey, you guys are the best, and I can't thank you enough for your partnership.
Absolutely.
Best of luck to you guys, and anything Sixers you need, you let me know, and we'll make it happen.
Chris, appreciate it as always, pal.
Take care.
All right, Chris Heck, like all guests, appeared via the Boardwalk Honda hotline.